Welcome to the Instant Classic Wrestling Podcast, the only podcast that is always an instant classic.
And you're
And we want to punch Jim Cornette in the face repeatedly until he bleeds because he's stupid.
Hot tag.
Hot tag.
Hot tag. Okay, I got you. I'm coming in hot. You know, I'm gonna hit that Big E spear.
We'll see you on the flippity dippity. Oh yeah.
What is going on, everybody? I'm excited to welcome you in to the Instant Classic Wrestling Podcast, the only podcast that is not truly but always an instant classic. That's a shot at Justin. Haha, got it. Anyway, jumping out to an early roll. I'm sorry, guys. So what happened was I watched WrestleMania 13, so I'm just not prepared. No, actually, I didn't. Not yet. I watched WrestleMania 12. That's the one we're reviewing tonight. But for some reason, I just knew WrestleMania 13 was the one. I did. I knew it. I was sure of it, but it wasn't. But let's jump right into it. We started off with 6-man tag team action with Vader, the British Bulldog, and Owen Hart going up against Yokozuna, Ahmed Johnson, and Jake the Snake Roberts. This match basically started with like a 6-man brawl for a little bit there, and Ahmed Johnson would launch himself over the top rope, which was something I don't remember him doing a lot, but he did it in this match. It was amazing how much bigger Yokozuna looked than Owen Hart. There was just a point where they were like side by side, and I was like, "What?" You know, I was like kind of like in shock at like the differences in size. But I think the entire ring, like the entire arena, like I think even my house shook a little bit when I was watching this as Yokozuna and Vader hit the mat at the same time. I was like, my goodness. I don't know if you guys feel this way, but Ahmed Johnson reminds me a lot of Titus O'Neil. They look similar, and they kind of have similar wrestling styles, especially when they get on hot tags and stuff. But Yokozuna would get in, he would beat down Vader. Jake the Snake's DDT was epic on Owen. It was nice. And then Vader would end up hitting the Vader bomb on Jake the Snake for the win. So Yokozuna did not get his 5 minutes with Jim Cornette. Any thoughts on the 6-man tag team action we had to start the show, Justin?
Yeah, I thought this was a really good opener. You know, it was kind of like a random reunion of all these pretty much legends, which I pretty much like all these guys. You know, I'm a really big fan of Vader. I mean, I like Owen Hart. British Bulldog, I think he was very underrated back in the day. You know, Yokozuna, he's a legend in his own right. I wasn't the biggest fan of Ahmed Johnson, and of course, Jake the Snake Roberts, he's another great legend. But this match was really fun. I really enjoyed it. You know, like I said, I was a really big fan of all of these guys, and only like a few of these guys are in the Hall of Fame. You know, like Jake Roberts and pretty much Yokozuna. So I think, you know, more of these people deserve to be like in the Hall of Fame. Except maybe Ahmed Johnson. Like I don't really. Well, maybe someday he might need to be after, you know, Vader, Owen Hart, and, you know, British Bulldog get into the Hall of Fame. But
okay, like to stop the racism.
This ain't being racist.
Casey, thoughts?
No, I'm back. I need to continue on. Like I said, a very good opener, and, you know, I like watching all these legends go at it. It was fun.
Racism. Casey, thoughts?
It's because he's black. Both of y'all. First with DJ being like, you know who he reminds me of? Titus O'Neil. It's because he's bald and black. And then Justin with the you know, I don't know if he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. It's because he's black, isn't it? You know, I only have one thing to say. Ahmed Johnson made it over the top rope. Usos. Okay.
Racist. You call me racist? God.
That was not racist. He made it over the top rope, and the Usos can't do it. They are so much smaller than him. They can't even make it over there. He made it over. He was a champ. I thought it was Taker for a minute.
You're saying Samoans can go over the top rope.
No, I'm not saying Samoans can't get over the top rope. I'm saying the Usos can't get over the top rope. This has nothing to do with race at all. It has to do with the fact that the Usos can't get over the top rope.
Okay. All right. As we continue, because I don't think Casey has any
I,
actual thoughts on
I,
the match. I think he just.
I do actually. I
Oh, okay.
do. Um, I liked Yokozuna and Vader in this match. They were really intense, getting into it. I like big guys. I do like the larger of the individuals. I'm not sizist.
Yes.
If you can wrestle and if you can put on a good match, it don't matter what size you are. You know. Um, Now I'm done.
Oh, good thing. Anyway, the next match, I guess we had on the card was the parking lot brawl between Piper and Goldust that lasted, a nice half of the night. It seemed like. Goldust come in with his nice gold Cadillac, and Piper, he don't like cars. He ain't a fan of those particular cars that look nice. He'd rather have the van. I see what you're doing, Piper. I see. But he don't even let him get out the car. He beating up the car with a baseball bat, and then he takes Goldust out of the car, throws him around on the car and whatnot. Um, he just couldn't. But the only issue was he couldn't reverse that low blow. That low blow was just too much. Um, Goldust runs over Piper with his car, which is something they would never do now. And then he runs him into everything that's in front of him, and then drives off. And then Piper goes quickly after him. I definitely like this. This is something we probably never see now, but I think we did see a little bit of this with was it Owens and Ambrose? I think I can't remember off the top of my head. But I know we saw something with Ambrose.
It was Harper and Ambrose at Extreme Rules of last year at Extreme Rules.
Who was it?
It was Ambrose and Harper.
Okay. Yeah, we saw Ambrose jump into the car and have his people, hanging out the door or whatever. That was kind of cool. But any thoughts on um, Casey? I'm gonna go first this time. Any thoughts on this parking lot brawl?
It was a Hollywood backlot brawl. Get it right, because they was in Hollywood, and it was Hollywood.
Get it right, DJ.
Hollywood, you jobber. Get it right. This was honestly one of my favorite matches ever. This is one that I remember vividly. I love and a lot of people, younger people, like y'all, wouldn't get this reference, but I loved the White Bronco O.J. Simpson reference. A lot of younger kids would not get that reference, but I like that they did that. Although WWE was kind of cheap and basically just used the O.J. Simpson helicopter chase footage. They used and they didn't even try to cover it. They used the exact same thing, and they were like, "Oh, look, it's it's friggin' Roddy Piper," but they didn't. You noticed you didn't see the gold Cadillac in that footage because it wasn't. But I thought that was funny that they used that reference or that footage basically. But I enjoyed this match. It was one of those fun matches that you kind of weren't sure, if it ended when they left or if it was going to continue until you watched later on. You weren't really sure when it was going to end, but it was definitely a fun match.
All right, Justin, thoughts?
Yeah, this was really fun. I mean, it really wasn't a match per se, but because since there were no pinfalls and submissions, but this was pretty much a brawl over everywhere, pretty much all over Hollywood. And this was really fun. I really enjoyed this. And Goldust, he was a great heel at this time, one of the greatest heels in this match. And Piper, he was a perfect babyface for this match. And I just thought this was really good. And I like the gold car that Goldust took. And then, like Casey said, with the I can't remember that type of white van that he took. And that was the same van, pretty much that O.J. Simpson took, in his iconic chase that same year. So I thought that was pretty cool. And Vince McMahon, he was like, "Oh, this looks so familiar." They didn't even try to hide it or anything. So they kind of referenced to that a little bit. So that was pretty cool. I just thought this was a very fun, very comical match. And when they came back at the end, it was ran like how Piper stripped Goldust of his clothes. I thought that into his lingerie. I thought that was kind of weird, but this was pretty fun. I really enjoyed this.
All right, Justin, jumping the gun, talking about things we don't know that happened yet. Anyway, um, we got Stone Cold versus Savio Vega. Um, this was a pretty stiff match. It was cool to see Stone Cold before he really got to being Stone Cold, but stiff chops in this match, and then Stone Cold would basically end up winning with the $1 million belt to the face and to the back of the face of Savio Vega. I definitely like this match, though. I think Savio Vega is one of those guys who you don't really remember as much, but it was nice to see him. Any thoughts on this match, Justin?
Yeah, I thought this match. I mean, I didn't think it really deserved the time that it did because they could have gave more time to Warrior and Hunter Hearst Helms, in my opinion. But this got like I'm not saying this is a bad match because it's got about like 10 minutes, and it was a really fun match. I really enjoyed it. The in-ring work was good, and Stone Cold was not really that badass that you would see like for a few years to come because like it was still kind of like the ringmaster at this time, like in the ringmaster mode this time. But this match was fine for what it was. Really enjoyed it, and this was Stone Cold's WrestleMania debut, which was really cool. And I just really enjoyed this match, and of course, Million Dollar Man was with him, and yeah, I thought this was a fun match. Really enjoyed it.
I guess it's my turn. No one's gonna tell me it's my turn, but it's my turn, so I'm gonna take my turn. Because somebody DJ dropping the ball over there. So it was a good match. I liked these older Austin matches back when he was the $1 million champion. And back when he was still Stone Cold Steve Austin, but it was more when they were still kind of building up his character, when he was kind of still, trying to get over with that character, which wasn't too hard to get over because for that time it was, kind of revolutionary of a character. So yeah, I didn't think this match was anything too spectacular, but I feel like you felt like there was definitely something big about Austin at the time. You could tell he was going to be something big. And I feel like a lot of the guys, like, Austin, Hunter, The Rock, you kind of, all three of them, you felt like there was something about them that they were going to be big. You just weren't sure at that time, when they were going to blow up. But this was an okay match.
Alrighty, so next match we have next is Hunter Hearst Helmsley versus the Ultimate Warrior. Hunter would attempt to hit a pedigree early, and he would, but Warrior would immediately no-sell it, no fear. Personally, I'm a bigger fan of Warrior's no-sells than I am of Hogan's no-sells. That's just my personal opinion, and then he would end up hitting the Gorilla Press, followed by the running splash for the win. I don't know. I like this because it was cool to see Warrior back again, and also it was cool to see that Jerry Lawler's sources were not as great as he thought they were going to be. But anyway, Justin, thoughts on this match?
Yeah, pretty much, War is gone for like a multiple year absence. I think he was gone for like 4 years, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he was. And this match, it was fun. It was kind of funny when, Triple H was hitting the pedigree, like DJ said, and Warrior, like, no sold. He just freaking popped right back up. Like he could have sold it a little bit. Like, seriously, he should have sold that move there. But, I mean, it was kind of like, it wasn't really supposed to be funny, but it's kind of funny in my opinion. But, I mean, this was pretty much a burial. I mean, this was pretty much a bury, like a definition of bury now. I mean, seriously. But and also Sable was out there, and at the time, Triple H, he was bringing out different women to the ring with him, and pretty much after the match, he blamed Sable for losing this match, and they were doing a backstage segment, and we had the debut of Mark Barrow, so that was really cool seeing him debut also. Pretty much stand up for Sable, but yeah, like I said, I thought this could have been a little longer. And if I'm not mistaken, Ultimate Warrior, he didn't really want to, job out to Hunter Hearst Helmsley or Triple H. He didn't really want to lose to him, and they didn't really want to have a really big rivalry with each other. But yeah, but it was really cool seeing Ultimate Warrior back because I'm a really big Ultimate Warrior fan, even though I wasn't around at this time, but. Still, I love watching all of his old matches and stuff. But like I said, I wish this would have been a little longer.
Agreed. Casey, it's your turn.
Yeah, you let me know when it's my turn. I gotta pay attention. What's wrong with you? I never really liked this match. I didn't feel like it was a good Warrior match. I just didn't think Warrior was really the same after his return. It wasn't, the Warrior that we kind of all, grew to know and love. It was something about it was different. He didn't seem the same. I know I had, seen interviews and read articles on how, he didn't want a job to Hunter. I think I've seen some interviews where he just didn't want the match in general. He wanted to face somebody kind of bigger, I guess, but there was just issues with, I guess, with, WWE and Warrior through the years. Obviously, we know from his induction, into the Hall of Fame that it finally took Linda McMahon to get him to come back. So there was, obviously, over the years, there's been issues with WWE. I don't remember exactly why he had originally left for the multiple year absence, but I just, like I said, it wasn't the same Warrior to me when he came back and in this match. But
Well, Casey, you could pretty much tell why he left if you watch Destruction of the Ultimate Warrior DVD, which was very, very bad. That's pretty much. If you watch that, you'll figure out the reason why he left.
Justin, selling DVDs for WWE. Just you sell those WWEs. You sell those DVDs. You sell them and you sell them. And no, unless they put it on the network, I'm not gonna go out and buy it and watch it. No, you can't make me, Justin. You could just freaking tell me why he left, because that would be easier than making me go find a DVD, purchase it, and then watch it, and possibly it could be a bad DVD. It could be a horrible DVD.
It was horrible
waste of money.
Because they pretty much buried Ultimate Warrior on that DVD. It was bad, so I didn't like it. But
didn't they take that off the shelves or something?
Yeah, they did.
Oh, I gotta go look in the archives and find it then. Anyway, back to the show. We had Diesel.
No. We're gonna find out why Warrior left. He's not going to keep this open. This is not an open book, Justin. You tell us right now.
I don't really remember the reasons why. I mean, I watched that DVD. I haven't watched the DVD in a few years. I'm like, you know what? We'll actually review that one of these days.
Fired.
Alrighty, so back to the show. We got Diesel versus Undertaker. This match was actually pretty long. And I was excited to see Undertaker because I expected to see him in WrestleMania 10 for some reason. I just did, and then I didn't get to see him. But it was really cool. I don't know what Justin's doing, but anyway, Taker took multiple.
I'm saying he was 5-0 at this time. 5-0.
Taker took multiple jackknife power bombs in this match, similar to the whole F5 thing at WrestleMania 30. So they really made it look like Taker was gonna lose because Diesel was really in control throughout the more so the middle portion of this match, but Taker would come back, hit Tombstone for the win. Thought this match was pretty good. I definitely I thought it was pretty good. I don't know if it's one of the best Taker matches at Mania, but I definitely liked it. Justin, any thoughts?
Aren't you going to let Casey go first this time? Because I went first for the last
Nope.
two. I'm the same.
Nope. I'm letting Justin go first. That's what I said.
Okay, well, I thought this match was all right. I mean, this was probably one of the best Undertaker matches I saw this far. Up to his WrestleMania matches. Because this is his fifth Mania he was on. I'm not mistaken. Yeah, and two big guys going at Diesel and them. They really did some really. This was very long, like DJ said, and they had a lot of back and forth with each other, and I thought this was a fun match, and I really enjoyed it. And his WrestleMania matches would begin better on so forth through the years. But yeah, it was a fun match. I really enjoyed it.
All right, Casey. Before you can talk, it's your turn to talk.
All right. I like this match. I love the earlier Taker matches at WrestleMania. Especially, matches where he would kind of, you felt like he was being dominated by his opponent, and then, Paul Bearer would kind of use the power of the urn to, give Taker the comeback. Also, this was before they really focused on the streak. It felt like they didn't, really focus on the streak until, it was like 12 or 13 or 14, this was still just, early Taker matches that were just really good. I kind of feel like, over the years, the streak overshadowed the matches, you didn't really, it almost felt like we didn't really care as much about the quality of the match as long as Taker won and, the streak was still, together, it wasn't broken. But like I said, I like that this was before they really, focused too much on the streak. It was just a really good match, Diesel and Taker put on a really good match together. I felt like they had good chemistry. Yeah.
Alrighty, this was one of the main matches I picked this WrestleMania 4. But before we get to the main event of the evening, the brawl comes back. The chase continues. It goes back into the arena, and it goes into the ring. And Goldust would kind of go after Piper's leg a little bit, but then Goldust would get crotched on the turnbuckle. Get it? Goldust crotch. Anyway, I don't know what Goldust was wearing, underneath his little gold suit, but to each his own, I suppose. Goldust was something. Goldust was something. He was a character, if I could say it that way. He definitely, he definitely pushed the limits, which I think isn't a bad thing. He definitely pushed some of the, I guess, especially at this time, more homophobic limits. Because especially this time being 96, it was. So, he was definitely pushing some limits. But yes, Casey.
Listen, I need to clear everything up. Okay. It was comfortability. He wanted to be comfortable. When you wear a full suit like that, it can rub in areas that you ain't wanted to rub. So, he needed to have the protection down there. And, he wore the bra because, you don't want nothing rubbing against your nips when you're in a match. You can get some nip burn. So that's really the only reason that he was wearing the lingerie, as people would say. It wasn't lingerie. It was just, protection for the,
Any particular thoughts on the rest of the brawl, or?
Oh, I thought we were just talking about his undergarments. I'm sorry.
I mean, we were.
No. I just wanted to, that cleared everything up. It wasn't homophobic. It wasn't, it was just, comfortable. Right Right, Justin?
All right, Justin.
Correct, and I already pretty much talked about this earlier, so I don't really
Yeah, he
need to
did.
talk about it.
Jumping ahead. Why don't
I
you
mean,
take?
I just put the notes
You want to
together.
jump? Since you want to jump ahead, why don't
I'm
you
all
take the
right.
main event? Take
I'm
the
all
main
right.
event.
I don't need to take the
Take my
minute.
whole show over.
uh,
I am giving you the main event though, for real.
I don't need the main event though.
Okay, I will take the main event. Screw it. Forget it then.
Because I didn't take very much notes for the match because I was
Oh, of
just too into the
course.
match. I was
Of
too
course
into the
that's
match.
what it is.
I
Of
was.
course. Bye. Anyway, all right, to the main event. And I'm excited, baby. Since I tried to just give him a gift, Casey. You see how ungrateful these unofficial members are?
No,
Ungrateful.
this is why they unofficial. This is why.
Ungrateful, Justin. Anyway, um, this match, at first I thought I was watching Sami Zayn for Samoa Joe. I got a little confused. I was like, "Am I watching NXT?" But it wasn't. It wasn't. Because the first fall, which we never got, lasted a very long time. Because I couldn't remember how long the first fall actually lasted in this match. But switch him is to the timekeeper. That poor guy. That poor guy. I tell you. The first 20 minutes was very technical, but there were no falls after 30 minutes. So halfway through, we get no falls. Huge drop to the outside by Michaels. I loved it. This match was filled with near fall after near fall, though. Hart would work his way back and finally get the sharpshooter in there in the final minute after Michaels tried a whole bunch of diving attacks on him. But he would lock the sharpshooter. He would lock the sharpshooter in, and then Michaels just wouldn't tap out. But I thought this match was good. It went into sudden death, and then Michael would eventually hit the shoulder block and then the sweet chin music and end up winning the title. And this was kind of that iconic, the boyhood dream has come moment. This was kind of that moment with Shawn Michaels. But yeah, I definitely enjoyed this match. And I thought it was really good, and for guys to go out there and go 60 minutes, it's definitely tough, especially on a pay-per-view, because you can't go to commercial and make it 45 minutes. You can't go to commercial and whatnot. So I definitely commend these guys for doing this. Casey, thoughts on the match, since Justin doesn't want to go first and doesn't want to take the main event.
No, I'm confused. What is what's word?
Sorry, it wasn't my fault. I mean, it wasn't my fault, as Snitsky would say. The tongue and the tide and stuff, it happened.
Yeah, whatever. Definitely a great match. I can hear myself, and it's weird, and it's throwing me off. There's an echo. But anyway, you got the iconic ending, the boyhood dream, as it's called, I guess. But just in general, this feud, what I think was one of the best in WWE history. I think it was one of, if not the first, feud special that they put on the network. They have a bunch of the iconic feuds on the network. I think this was one of the first ones that they put up. But this was just a really good match, and it is, people don't realize how much it does take to do anything for 60 minutes. I mean, even, football, they say it's 60 minutes, but, you don't take into account, halftime, between plays, timeouts, things like that. But these guys, there wasn't, a break in between. They didn't have a break. They didn't, have a rest period. This was just, 60 minutes all the way through of just a full match. And it wasn't like, 60 minutes and they kind of, went easy or, did a slow match. I mean, they, really put everything into this match. But it was definitely a really good match. Definitely, made this one of the best WrestleManias in history. Let's see if Justin has anything to say. Probably not.
Let's see if Justin can say anything. Oh, he can. No, but Justin, any thoughts on the main event of the evening?
Yeah, I do. This match was very good. I really enjoyed it. Probably one of the best Iron matches, or it could be the best. It's either tied up between this or the women's Iron Man match. It's hard for me to pick. I just can't pick between this one. But I really love the entrance that Shawn Michaels made. His infamous. When he did that zip line down to the ring. That was really cool. Very back and forth match, really grueling. Really enjoyed it. These guys went all balls to the wall in this match. I don't know why I said that, but this was very fun, and of course they went to sudden death, and I just really freaking enjoyed this. And I just recently watched this match like a couple months ago, watching the Heartbreak Kid, not Heartbreak Kid, I'm watching Shawn Michaels Mr. WrestleMania DVD, and I really enjoyed that also. So I mean, it was just a fun match. And like I said, one of the best Iron Man matches of all times, because there's been like only 10 Iron Man matches, or it was something like that. But yeah, really fun match.
Alrighty, so that is your WrestleMania. That is your pit stop on the road trip to WrestleMania 32, and that was WrestleMania 12. Not tomorrow. It's probably Saturday.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Probably Saturday.
No, it's tomorrow for 13. Because
Casey's gonna be out of town. He said that multiple times.
Oh, he's gonna be.
But yeah, he's gonna be out of town tomorrow. So I think we'll probably do it Saturday.
Saturday afternoon, probably, because we got our Roadblock review and predictions for that soon. Hopefully.
All right. So Saturday we will have Roadblock predictions, I guess. Roadblock review. And something else. What was the other thing?
WrestleMania 13.
Yeah, WrestleMania 13. That's what it was. I forgot already. But
Which we'll tell you when we're gonna be doing that. Also, we'll post that on Twitter or Facebook.
Yeah, we will. We will. No, but we will let you know when the main plan is. But if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, give us a like, follow all the different channels who are the people, they know who we are. Yes.
We forgot to pick their favorite match.
We did, didn't we? I forgot about that. No.
Yeah, you forgot about that, you jobber. Well, I'm a jobber also for not taking notes for the main event, but
yeah, and for not showing up on time. Anyway, my favorite match of the night. I'm gonna go with Diesel versus Undertaker, and I'm gonna go with Casey next.
Casey, unmute yourself. Unmute yourself, Casey.
I'm not gonna mute myself until I think about it. You wait. You can wait.
Okay, Justin.
I'm ready. I'm also gonna go with Diesel Taker.
All right, Justin, make it a trifecta, dude.
I'm not making a trifecta. I'm going with the main event.
That's so cliche.
The Iron Man match.
So cliche.
Well, am I fired now? Am I fired?
Yes, officially. Like for the 5th time. Anyway.
Like for the 100th time I'm fired, like.
Yes. But be sure to subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to 097 of the Juggernaut, whatever he calls himself.
Juggernaut 097.
Yeah. I know what it is. They know what it is. They've seen you enough.
It's a classic Juggernaut sucks. Can we start? Yeah.
No.
But we will see you guys later. We hope that you guys, enjoyed the video. We will see you guys later.
Yeah.